Good morning, Juco Editz family, and welcome to Season 4, Episode 19 of the Juco Editz podcast. Today, I'm joined with Milwaukee Brewers Minor League first baseman Tayden Hall. Tayden, welcome to the podcast.
Appreciate you having me, man.
I really appreciate you for coming on. Okay, so first off, how we're going to talk about is going to be your time at Steinbrenner High School, and we're going to
Yeah,
start
man.
with your junior year, okay?
Okay. Yeah, man. I loved it. It seems like, I made varsity my junior year for the first time, and it was so weird. After that, it just feels like, went through the season normally, whatever, and then enjoyed my time there, and then played summer ball with the Florida Burn, and did that whole summer circuit, and then things kind of picked up from there. So.
Okay, next, talk to me about your senior year of high school.
Okay. Senior, man, that was a blur too. I was committed to University of South Florida.
Yep.
Went there out of high school. And my senior year, um, high school. I would say I was a late bloomer. Nothing really flashy, nothing really. I was always, a solid player, but nothing really flashy. Um, and then, yeah, it was just a normal high school year. Just finished off with a bang, and then rolled into USF after that. So.
Okay, let's go back a little bit. What was your recruitment like out of high school?
So I committed to USF my sophomore year of high school.
Okay.
Didn't really start travel ball until eighth grade. Like I said, I was with the Florida Burn. I did that from eighth grade until my senior year. And then was I mean wasn't really thinking of pro ball out of high school. I didn't really get recruited until my freshman sophomore year. It was very small. And I figured, it was a blessing out of high school. To be able to go to, commit to a school that's 15 minutes down the road from me and be able to play ball and, come visit home and be close to home and stay in Florida. And that was pretty cool. So,
Okay, so next, I want you to talk to me. So after high school, you said you go to USF, right?
yeah.
Talk to me about your one season at USF and what were some of the lessons that you learned and some of your favorite games.
Yeah, man. So I was only there for a semester.
Okay.
My freshman fall was only there. And then things just didn't really work out for me over there. I thought it was a better route for me to transfer and go the JUCO route and kind of just reestablish and go from there myself. And so made that transition from fall to spring. Went to State College of Florida down in Bradenton. And then pretty much had to find myself again. I had to find myself as a player and a person, and um, figure myself out as a player and what I do best and all that. So went down there and had a great spring. And then I played in the MLB Draft League in the summer, right before the
Okay.
draft, and then yeah, I got picked up out of there.
Okay, so we're going to go back a little bit and talk about your time at State College of Florida. So you batted 364, 9 home runs, 49 RBIs, 49 games played. So there's some teams I want you to talk to me about playing, okay? The
Yeah.
first one is going to be a team like you've heard multiple times,
Yep.
Miami-Dade.
Mm. Yeah, you want to talk about a team that's pro ball ready from, 1 through 9 in their lineup. It was unbelievable. And to be able to go down there, and they have a very hostile environment, let me tell you, dude. And it was unbelievable. Everyone's throwing 90 plus, everyone's hitting bombs, everyone's loud, they're going crazy. And then here's some team that's rolling in from Bradenton. We're like, all right, sure. They were always solid, man. We hated playing in against them, but they were just great dudes too.
Okay, this next one comes out of Texas.
Okay.
Ranger.
Ranger College. I think we played them once. We played them in we were in like a perfect game, Panama City Beach tournament over there. Played them. Or no, we played them a couple times. They're solid,
Okay.
solid team. Yeah. Man, I remember they had this catcher. I think he was going to TCU, but they Texas always produces some dudes, man. So it's like being able to play against those guys and those schools from different states, especially from Texas, dude. They hold the standard so high. So
Okay, Northwest Florida State.
they're all good. They're all
Yeah.
good, dude. 1 through 9 again, their bullpen, their starting pitching. Even when they say they have a bad year, it's not a bad year. So they're stacked all the way down, man.
Like your guys' schedule looking at this is just an absolute gauntlet. I
Every
mean,
every weekend, dude, it felt like we were playing. It was ride or die, man. It was either we win or go home. It felt like that every weekend, and 50 games that we played, man. So it was crazy.
Okay, so there's a couple last ones I want to talk to you about. Pascal Hernando.
Pasco and they're sneaky good, dude. They're a D2 JUCO up in Pasco County. But I mean, dude, they've always had some dudes, bro. And over the past couple years, I know they won a natty a couple
Yep.
years ago.
And
Um,
this year.
yeah, this year too.
Yep.
Proven, dude. Like, I mean, they just
Yep.
always produce some dudes, dude. It's crazy. So, and they got a good program.
Okay, and then this last one for you is Florida Southwestern State, the Buccaneers.
They were our rivals, I would say.
Okay.
They are always good. They're always stacked, dude. Like, I mean, point proven, dude. All these teams that were playing, dude. I mean, they had, Power Five, SEC arms throwing against us. Like, I mean, it felt like an SEC matchup every single weekend we would play in our conference.
Man. Okay,
Crazy.
so next, Tayden, I want you to take me back. What was your final JUCO game like? And did you know that was the end of your JUCO career at that moment?
Oh wow. Geez, I gotta dig back in the archives.
Okay.
I gotta figure out where it was. Let's see. I think it was a playoff game.
Yep.
Um, let's see. I didn't know. I knew I knew I wanted to go to to be a professional baseball player. That was just something I've always dreamt of, especially having the season I did at JUCO and uh, understanding for me when I was ready, when I felt like I was ready to move on to that next step.
Yeah.
So let me see. Thinking back, man, I just remember having so much fun. Like it was such a good group of guys, and being able to be a part of that group. And it was funny because we had a lot of transfers. We had a lot of people transferring in, kind of similar to me. Like we're trying to find their footing with this game and to pretty much reevaluate ourselves as players to grow and do all that. So we really just, we latched onto that. And we bonded together over that, and a lot of us went on to the next level after that, and. It was such a fun group, dude. And like there was no when people say like when you're having fun, like time flies by, time flies by when you're having fun, and that's truly how it felt. So um it felt like a blink of an eye. But I mean I just remember having fun, and we didn't move on or anything. We didn't win it, we didn't go to Grand Junction or any of that, but I mean we had so much fun. So it was a good group.
Okay, next, what was your recruitment like out of JUCO before, the whole MLB process?
Yeah, kind of talking to teams. I really didn't, dude. I really didn't bloom until probably March
Okay.
of that year, of that spring, which is really crazy. So March, April, and then early May, um, I got lucky. I got hot, man, and I ran with it, and didn't really talk to a whole lot of schools. I knew that there was a possibility of me, me getting drafted and all that, and being that ideal fit and all that. So I mean, to be honest, with you, going to school was never that priority for me. Talking to couple different schools. I was talking to Arkansas, Tennessee, Florida, a couple other teams. Schools, but yeah, man. So I mean, I knew I wanted to be, go the professional route out of there. So
Okay, so now take me back to 2022 MLB Draft.
it was the best, worst time of my life because it is. I mean, I remember. So the draft league I played up. I was in Williamsport, Pennsylvania,
Yep.
and it was like 2 days before the draft. You finish up, you fly home, and your ringer's on, and like I didn't get. Like, I probably got like 4 hours of sleep between. 2 days before the draft and right after the draft. It's such a hectic and emotional roller coaster because you just don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like you're going into it with open ears and open eyes, and kind of just taking a seat and letting the process take care of itself. So because you talk to all these teams, and they have an idea, and I would like to think that I have an idea, but you really don't, until your name is called. So but yeah, going through day one, whatever, nothing happened. As expected. And then day two gets there, and I wake up, and yeah, dude, and I wake up, family's all over, and Milwaukee rings the bell, and there we go, man.
Man. So take me back. before you got drafted by the Brewers, what were some of the teams that like you were expecting like okay, maybe this is a possibility, like I've heard from them before ultimately like the Brewers called you?
Yeah, you want to know what's crazy? I never talked to Milwaukee
Oh,
before.
for real?
Never
Why?
talked to them. Yeah, so that's crazy. Yeah, I know. So there was a couple other teams in my mind that I thought I was going to, and let's see, it was the Royals, the Padres, the Red Sox. They're all like, oh, they
Yeah.
say all the same things, but I never talked to Milwaukee, and it was funny. Um, I
Wow.
didn't even really get, I got a call after it happened, and like I didn't really put two and two together that it happened, so I saw my name up there. I'm like, what? That's so crazy. But I mean, it's a blessing, bro. It's so awesome, and I'm so grateful to be a part of this organization. So.
Okay, next, talk to me about spring training.
Spring training, it's awesome. It's one of those times where you mesh in with the big league guys, and you really get a taste of of what that major league level looks like, and being around all those guys, whether it's in the weight room or on some side field in the back, or you're pinch hitting in a major league spring training game in the seventh inning. It's pretty cool to be around those guys, and um, to be able to break camp and to get your routines down and your foundation down for 132 games of the season.
Okay, rookie ball.
Rookie ball, it's a grind. It's a grind, man. I mean, out in that AZ heat of 120 degrees, and you're out there playing ball, and it's very interesting too. Like right after the draft, you show up with all these guys and you have no idea who they are, and you're trying to make friends and all that and teammates, and grind all of it out together. And they're long days, man. I mean, we show up at the field at 8, 9 o'clock in the morning for a 7 o'clock game. And we do full on workouts, full on practices before that, and then it's all right. Let's strap it on and go play in 120 degrees, for 9 innings. So it was fun, man. It's gritty, but it's fun.
Okay, so next, Tayden, I want you to take me through your journey of all the stops you've made with the Brewers in the minor league organization.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's like I said, grind. I think a grind is the best way to put it, because it's like you take the baseball aspect away from all of it, and you're learning how to grow up, you're learning how to
Yeah.
live life and how to, to move and live on your own, and to make sure that you're the best version of yourself every day before you go to the field, So let's see, after rookie ball went to Raleigh, North Carolina,
Okay.
played for the Carolina Mudcats, and I loved it there, man. It was great. It's a great spot in North Carolina, hot summers. But it's awesome, man. It was a good spot. And then Appleton, Wisconsin, where I'm at now, cold, but it's awesome, close to Milwaukee. So, like a lot of our Monday, off days, we go down to Milwaukee and go to a couple games and stuff. So
Oh
it's
yeah.
good, man. It's pretty cool. So, and we're only like 45 minutes away, so it's good.
You go to any Bucks games?
Never have, never have.
Okay.
Yeah, because they're normally not in season until when we're done.
Oh,
So
okay. Okay.
yeah,
That makes
but
sense.
but like spring training, we'd go to Suns games and
Nice.
Phoenix and stuff. So that was pretty cool. So um, but yeah, dude, it's been awesome.
All right. So 2025, you batted 252 with 8 homers, 54 RBIs. Talk to me about the lessons that you learned and your expectations going into 2026.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think just being as level-headed as possible, not really buying into, the days that that you're slumping, or, the days you're doing good, just trying to keep it level-headed. I like to think about it like a roller coaster. Like you never want to be like this in life, you
Yeah.
really want to try here as best as possible, because I mean, dude, there's so many games and so many at bats, that you go through, and there's always going to be another opportunity. So as in terms of that, like it's really just trying to mentally just stay strong and stay afloat. So then you don't give into the negativity and the slumps.
Okay, next, what was your welcome to JUCO and welcome to the minors story?
Oh, you're gonna love this. So JUCO, welcome to JUCO story. So the school ran out of housing, and so normally they're on apartments and all that.
Yeah.
And so it was me and another kid. We lived in a one-bedroom trailer park in a retirement community. Yeah. So did that, and we lived there for 4.5 months, and it was gritty, man. Like I'm talking like 55 and over retirement community. They had bingo every Friday night. Like that's the kind of place we were living in. It was nice, but I mean, it was, trailer park, like it was gritty, man. And it's like, all right, let's put my seatbelt on, let's do it. And then welcome to Pro Ball. Let's see. Okay, so all right, so report to Arizona. And then 2 weeks after that, I get called up to high A for an injury, and I'm 19 years old at this point. And granted, like our JUCO, dude, we maybe had 50 people in the stands.
Man,
And in Wisconsin, dude, we they average it's between like 5 and 6 thousand people a night.
holy
And,
moly.
and so I get up there, dude, and I'm in there for uh someone got hurt, whatever. So they fly me up there, and I'm in shock because I mean you're playing in front of all these people for the first time. You're like, whoa. And then yeah, I mean that was pretty much it. My first game there, it was in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, which I've
Okay, yep.
never been before. We're playing the Colonels, and it was just like it's like what am I doing right now? Like 2 weeks ago I was home, and now I'm in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, finishing or starting my career, and it's like I know no one here. I'm the youngest one by like probably 5 years, and it's like what am I doing right now? So, but yeah, that was it.
Okay, so next, talk to me about battling adversity in JUCO and in the minors.
Yeah, man. I think they go kind of hand in hand with JUCO. Like I said, like I left the D1 pretty much like I needed to reevaluate and kind of like rediscover myself in a sense, and a lot of that was just playing around with different things and kind of seeing what puzzle piece fits, So, again, keeping keeping myself level headed with that and understanding that this game is a process, it's not going to click right away. And just taking it one day at a time and controlling the controllables, and then getting the pro ball and carrying that momentum from JUCO. It's the same thing, because I mean you're seeing a lot more. I mean, guys are 95 plus all the time, and we're using wood, and so like I mean there's an adjustment with that, and figuring out that some things that worked in college might not work in pro ball. That's okay, and it's just finding what works for you and what keeps you afloat and going.
5 a.m. JUCO stories.
Oh, yeah. Okay. You're gonna love this. Well, okay. Well, it wasn't 5 a.m., but I mean it was close enough. So there was
Okay.
one time we lost to Florida Southwestern on the road, and this is gonna prove to you how important this was for us to win. So we played, it was a doubleheader. We lost by 10 runs both games at their
Oh,
place.
man.
It was awful. Like we could not catch a break. And so we get back, and I think it was like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. Our coach turns the sprinklers on, and we're running around the field. We're running and running and running and running. And I think I was in bed probably until it was like 3:30 in the morning. And we just kept running. And then, but I mean, it was awesome though. It was so like it was supposed to be a punishment, but I mean, all of our shirts were off, and we're running the sprinklers and we're running around. And then we had to get up the next day. I had an 8 a.m. class, and a couple hours of sleep and then practice, and then yeah, man. So, but that I mean, that's as JUCO as it gets, man. But I mean, between like I mean, me and my roommate would get up in the morning, like at 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. We go lift and then go to class, and so, but yeah, dude, like I said, dude, like all these guys, like like my roommate transferred in from FAU. Again, same thing, like finding yourselves again and your footing with this game, and kind of figuring that out as a team and together. That just bonded us so much closer. So it was fun, man. It was good.
Okay, and then Tayden, I do want to go back a little bit. So, are you first baseman or catcher?
So I got drafted as a catcher.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, and so now I play first and a little bit of outfield. So
Okay,
I got hurt in 23. And then they pretty much just gave me the option if I wanted to catch or not. And then
okay,
yeah, dude.
I got you. I wanted to make sure because, like, when I said in the intro, I was like, first baseman, I'm pretty sure that's right. But then I go to your bio and
No, you got it. You got it.
catcher, and I was like, wait a minute. I hope I did not mess this up. Okay,
No, you got it.
making sure, man. Okay, so the next thing, talk to me about JUCO bus ride stories.
Juco bus ride stories, man. I mean, dude, oh my gosh, dude, we had so much fun. It was so much fun. So like in Pro Bowl, we have two buses, right? And
Yeah.
normally we split them up, but Juco, dude, it's one bus. 25 guys. We're all there. We're all sharing seats with each other, whatever. And I mean, dude, there's been multiple times where we would go from Bradenton to Miami, play Miami-Dade at like 4 o'clock in the morning, and for a doubleheader, we play two games there and then drive back, and just sleep deprived. And I mean, we played Mafia. Mafia is the
Yeah.
staple of the bus ride, you know. So I mean, we do that. We all, I mean, it was so much fun, dude. And that's what like pro ball is so much fun about is because like each guy can bring what they brought from college or school or
Yeah.
whatever, and then put it on the bus, and it's so awesome, dude. But like in terms of any stories, dude, I mean, like we'd mess with each other. Like if someone was sleeping, we put like gummy bears in their mouth, you know, and stuff like that. Or like, I remember. I mean, there was a couple times like we had. Oh my gosh, we were in Miami-Dade. We had no towels after showering, and we're using like the air dry to dry us, ourselves off and stuff. And then we had to get on the bus and drive 4 hours back, you know. But I mean, that's stuff like that, dude. So I mean, we would do karaoke on the buses, like the freshmen had to do karaoke's. It was so much fun. But I mean, yeah, dude. I mean, that was pretty much it. So
Yeah, and I feel like every single podcast I have someone say Mafia. So I
always,
feel like, there needs to be a sponsorship between Mafia and Juco in the future.
dude, for sure, it's a staple, dude. And dude, it creates so much tension. It gets people so fired up, and it's so
Oh,
funny.
I
It's
know.
so awesome, dude.
It's hilarious. Okay. So next, talk to me about what are some of your favorite places that you played in Juco and the minors?
Okay, JUCO. Ooh. HCC, Hillsborough Community College.
Okay.
So
Yep.
their home field is the Yankees spring training
Yep.
complex. Beautiful field. It's like 15 minutes from my house. So like my family would come. That was probably my favorite spot. Man, and then pro ball. Um, Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Beautiful, beautiful spot. I mean, great place. It's awesome. The whole Midwest, to be honest with you, dude, it's so nice up here. And that's what's so good about it. It's cold, but I mean, it's awesome, man. It's good views and not too long of bus rides, unless you're going to Michigan, and that kind of sucks. But I mean, it's good, man.
Okay, so my next question for you, this is gonna be an absolute hilarious one. You're probably gonna think it's funny. But like, with you guys being called the Timber Rattlers, right?
Yeah,
You guys got like a pet rattlesnake or something?
we don't, dude. Isn't that crazy, dude? You'd like to think that they would have something like that, but they don't, dude. I know we gotta have something. I know, dude. I mean, you know what's funny? It's funny you say that because we thought about getting a fish one time. Just having
Okay.
a fish in the log, like a little goldfish, but never.
Yeah.
It never happened. It never happened.
Oh
So, but
man.
yeah.
Man, okay. Um, Next, talk me through what is the toughest pitcher that you faced in JUCO and the minors?
Mm. Ooh, Juco. Oh, what was his name? Um, I think he ended up going to Texas. Oh my gosh, what's his name? Dude, you know what though, to be honest with you, they all were tough. Like our whole conference, it was not easy. And it is so unfair for me to say one guy because like between like, College of Central Florida, Miami-Dade, Florida Southwestern, and
Yeah.
then we go up and play Northwest Florida or like whatever. It sucked. It absolutely sucked, and it was a grind every single day, dude. Like, cause I mean, dude, even like the teams like Pasco Hernando, like you go in there and you're like, oh, they're a Division two JUCO. They, you just don't know. They're
Yeah.
pumping guys 92, 94, and you're just like, it's never a dull moment with that. So, and then pro ball, dude, it's so funny you say that too because I mean, especially in the Midwest, dude. I don't know, it's so crazy because we'll have guys that will, big league rehab guys that will come down. They'll pitch against us, whatever. So like the Cubs, I mean, I faced let's see, Drew Smiley,
Oh
faced
yeah.
him. And then funny, like back in Fort Wayne, the Padres faced Yu Darvish,
Oh.
and that was sick. I didn't strike out. I walked and I grounded out, so it's a win for me. I'm fine with it. And then yeah, dude. I mean, you think about stuff like that, and then I mean, the game now, dude. And I feel like in the past 5 years, like I mean, the pitching has just gotten so elite. Again, everyone is so good, But it's those big league rehab guys that come down, and you're like, yeah, yeah, they're good. And it's like y'all facing you Darvish today. So, but yeah.
All right. Next question is talk to me what's your daily routine look like versus a game day routine during the season?
Like off season daily.
Yeah, like off season and then during the season both.
Okay, yeah. So off season, I mean, it's pretty basic, man. Like I'll uh, get up, eat, go lift, and then yeah, that's pretty much it right now. I won't start hitting or anything for probably another couple weeks. But yeah, it's pretty boring and basic right now, man. So mix in a little golf or just something to keep me busy going on throughout the day. So, but I mean, I'll lift 5 or 6 days a week. And then yeah, just a lot of that outside of that is just spending time with family and friends and all that. So just decompressing and all that. So and then in season, um, it's pretty structured, man. Like I mean, I'll get up at 8, 9 o'clock, eat, get a good breakfast in, and then I'll head to the field at noon, and then I won't get back home until 11.
Oh man.
So
Okay. So this next guy that I'm about to talk about is
mhm.
also a former JUCO guy,
Yeah,
who you probably already know who I'm about to say. But Jacob Mizorowski. Talk to
yeah.
me about him.
He's a freak, man. I mean, he was one of those guys that showed up in camp. I mean, we were the same draft class too, which is really
Yep.
crazy to think about. Showed up in camp, and at the time I was a catcher. I remember catching his bullpens. He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go nice and easy." And he's like, 94, 96, and I'm like, "Okay, yeah, cool." But I mean, dude, good dude. I mean, he was just different from the start. And just being around him and seeing him touch triple digits as much as he does, like it's so stupid and it's so crazy. So.
All right. Next thing that I have for you is what is something that you struggled with that you want to improve on going into this next season?
Um, I think it's just the consistency. I mean, that's just in general, though. Like, I mean, I think that's just everyone, just finding consistency with, I mean, whether it's at the plate or whether it's in the field. Like for me, I'm trying to create more versatility for myself, sprinkle in a little outfield too. And just, I mean, just being available and being able to do my job as consistently as I can.
All right. What is your biggest source of motivation during challenging times?
I think it's looking back at your 5 year old self, right? And because I mean I've been playing this game since I could remember, and being able to say like that I never gave up and that I kept putting one foot in front of the other and showing up, in times of, adversity and all that and yeah, and I mean I have faith in a lot of things too. Like I mean I'm a very religious guy and I think I have a plan, God has a plan for me and being able to follow through with that every day and just to continue doing the little things right so then the big things can pay off.
Okay, so that brings me into my next question then. So I want you to talk to me about your testimony and faith in Christ.
Yeah, I think it's been huge, man. And I feel like over the years it's only gotten stronger and stronger and deeper. And being able to go through, through tough times, it's really made me appreciate the good times better. And not just being able to lean on Christ during good times, but also, or I mean, the bad times, but also in the good times too, to be more grateful and thankful, and to be able to be more present and to not think about the future or what I did bad or what's coming ahead. So
Yeah, I most definitely agree on that. There's sometimes like in life where you got to go and battle adversity. So
yeah,
you can you can take me for example. So my football team, we were predicted to potentially win the Big 12. Unfortunately, right now we're 5-5. But
yeah.
we've had to battle a lot of adversity this season. And that's something that like I go back to because like 2023 back at my JUCO, because like back in JUCO I worked with football, basketball, baseball, and now I
Okay,
just work with football.
gotcha.
So the thing is though, like I realized like okay, you only won 3 games in 2023, but always like I feel like God's always trying to teach you like send you a message,
Right.
let you
Hmm.
redeem yourself sometimes. And I
Right.
feel like
Yeah.
that might have been this season because like I thought about it and I was like, well, I've been in this situation before, but this time I have a chance to redeem it.
Right. Exactly. Right.
So I was like, okay, I kind of look at this like as a challenge. So I'm like, okay, let's do it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Totally, dude. For sure.
Yep. Okay, so this next one that I have for you is going to be what is one thing to expect on the JUCO level and one thing to expect on the minor league level?
I compare JUCO and Pro Ball a lot more than D1 in my opinion because I mean JUCO it really you got to be ready to play and you got to be able to grow up. You know, I think that's the one thing about JUCO is being able to just you got to find a way how to grow up. You know, whether you're there at 18 years old or whether you're there at 20 years old, you got to learn how to live on your own. You got to learn how to set your own routine and be able to be the best version of yourself when you show up to the field every day. And I think it's the same thing with pro ball. You know, it's a lot more structured, obviously, but I mean, JUCO really set the foundation for me because I was able to go there and really establish my routines and, every day on and off the field, you know, decisions I was making, and that really ultimately led to pro ball, which shaped me.
What is one thing you do to try to get out of a slump?
Um, Dude, there's been a lot of things. I mean, sometimes I'll get a belt and I'll just whack my bat, tell it to wake up. I mean, there's times like that. Dude, I know guys who are very superstitious with like their bat tape. So I
Okay,
mean,
yeah,
they'll bat tape guys. Let's see. A lot of it is outfits. Some guys wear different outfits to the field every day, and if it's rolling, then they'll wear something similar the next day. It's stupid stuff like that. But I mean, hey, whatever works, it works, man.
what's the craziest one you've ever seen?
Oh man. Um, let's see. Craziest one I've ever seen. Trying to keep it PG here.
Okay.
Let's see. Um, Man, dude, I've seen guys bring their bats home and like they won't leave their sight without it. Like they will not let their bat out of their sight for days. I'm talking about days. Like
Wow.
they'll bring it home, they'll sleep with it, they'll bring it back. It's glued to them, just to make sure it's not going off doing stupid stuff. But I mean
Yeah.
that's like an extreme in my opinion. Um but yeah, I mean I've seen guys rotate bats, different models, do all that, different colors, different bat grips. But I mean
Yeah.
does it really all matter? Who knows? But we like to
Yeah.
think that it does, man.
Okay, what's the biggest thing you noticed transitioning from JUCO to the minors?
Um, the biggest thing, I mean, I'd say the travel, being able to travel on a dime, being able to get a call in the middle of the night that you got promoted or you're going somewhere or you got traded and be able to move that, right then and there, but I mean, aside from that though, like I compare it to JUCO a lot, dude, because I mean, you're going into a situation where you don't know what to expect. You don't know anyone. You're making all these new friends, you're meeting all these new coaches, all these different coordinators, whatever, all these different things. And then you kind of just roll with it, man. So like being able to go with the flow, that's something that like I've really been trying to do and striving to be better on every day, and being able to wake up and just, all right, let's see what today has to offer, and let's just roll with it.
What sacrifices have you had to make to pursue your dream?
Social life for sure, man. And I mean that started from high school, being able to decide whether you want to go out to a party with your friends or go to the gym. It's just something as easy like that. And it's so cliche to say, but I mean, it was the truth, and just being able to trust that, and just wanting to be the best version of yourself every day. Because I mean, there's another me in a different state, and I'd like to think that there's another me in 49 other states, that are trying to get to exactly where I'm at, and it's the same way in pro ball, man. I mean, we play 8 months out of the year, and you don't really have a social life. You don't really see your family that whole often, and being able to sack up and just go along with it and just to keep rolling with it. That's something that it's hard, but we do.
What's it like playing in the minors?
It's gritty, man. It's gritty, but it's also a lot of fun, and I mean, we have a bunch of different uniforms, and they do all these different promotions. It's pretty fun, and especially being around a good group of guys too that like to have fun. It's pretty cool.
How do you handle and learn from criticism or constructive feedback?
You got to take it with a grain of salt, man. Like, I mean, especially people like on social media or like
Yeah.
just like fans in general. It's like, dude, like you have never been in my shoes, like talking to those guys, and it's like why would I sit here and listen to them if you don't even know what it's like in that box, or on the field or anything like that? And then constructive criticism, dude. It's like I know it's all coming from a good place, especially from like coordinators or coaches or whatever. But being able to take that with a grain of salt and to take the good out of that and kind of piece it together to what makes it uh, you know, to what fit. How do I explain this? You take bits and pieces of it and then
Yeah.
put it in your puzzle. You know what I'm saying? And then you just got to figure out which piece fits.
What made you get into baseball in the first place?
My dad. It was one of those things too, dude. Like I played all these different sports growing up, and it all funneled right back to baseball, and having him help me with all that, it's been really cool. So, and I mean, ever since I'd say I got serious with it probably around 12 or 13 and realized that this is what I want to do when I'm older, and then yeah, ever since then it just took off.
What do you do for fun during the season and during the off season?
During the season, let's see. A lot of it is, I mean, dude, and this is gonna sound so stupid, but like I love Legos, love it,
Okay.
dude. And so like it's something to pass the time by. It's something relaxing. And being able to do that while I'm recovering or not doing anything so crazy. Because I mean, you're focusing on recovery when you're not at the field, and making sure that you're ready for that next day. So I mean, going back, whether it's video games or Legos or just doing something to get your mind off of baseball, that's pretty much what it is. But in the off season, I mean, I love to golf, I love to fish, I love going to the beach.
Yeah.
Being in Tampa, it's nice because I get to do that a lot. But uh, but yeah, and then just hanging out with family. So and that's the biggest thing because I mean, I'm gone almost all year round, so it's nice being back home.
So with you playing in Appleton, is it ever cold enough like you have to wear shiesty? Like
Oh my gosh,
I mean
dude.
for like when you're playing, like for when you're
Oh
playing.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. April that first week of April, I'd say April, May, and then like the beginning part of June. It sucks. It absolutely sucks. And I grew up in Florida pretty much my whole life, man. So
Yeah.
being here, it's like I mean, dude, it's sunny and 75 outside right now, and it's like I think about that and like flying into Appleton from Phoenix and there's snow on the ground and you're like, oh my gosh, okay, all right, that's cool. It's whatever, it's fine. But man, it's cold and it's always windy. Being in Kansas and stuff, it's always windy, bro.
Yeah.
And
Oh
it's
yeah,
cold
yeah.
and it sucks. And it's like, and the sun was never out, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is so cold. And like, dude, I mean, we didn't even get like, we had to go get hunting stuff. That's how cold it was, and like, on like layers of hunting gear and wear. Dude, it was so cold. It was so cold.
Man. Um, yeah, so it was so windy in Kansas one time. We literally on an onside kick, we got five onside kicks in one day.
I believe it, dude. Like that, it's ridiculous. It's so crazy.
Yeah.
Like it didn't get above like 45 degrees until like late June. It sucked.
Man, that's crazy, man. Yeah.
On an average, there'd be a couple days where it was sunny and probably 65, and it's like yes, and then it dropped right back down. You're like, oh dang.
Oh, yeah, no. That's brutal, man. That's
Yeah.
Okay, so Tayden, how do you stay mentally locked in during the season?
During the season, I think it's just trusting your preparation. I think with me, it's like finding out what routines work for you, and just keeping that whether you go 3 for 3 one day or you're going 0 for 3, So just keeping that same consistency. So because I mean we're very quick to, especially when things go south, like you want to change, right? You want to do something
Right.
different and all that, but like that's not always the case. So just being able to have faith and the trust in the preparation and the work ethic and the coaches around you to get you better.
Okay, so next, Tayden, there's some topics that I want to talk to you about. They're some of the biggest in college sports, and I want to know your
Hmm.
thoughts. The first one is, what is your thoughts on NIL?
Um, what are my thoughts on NIL? I think it's great, to a point.
Okay.
I think there needs to be a line drawn. Um, Especially with these smaller schools. I think about the smaller schools, right, who don't have that budget, compared to like an Alabama or like an SEC Power Five school, who has
Yeah.
all these donors and money. Um, and I think especially in football, I feel like the dynasty aspect of college football has gone away because of money and NIL and all that. And I think it's wherever, people are going to pay you the most. That's where the kid's going to end up going. And I think in terms of development, I think that hinders development. Um, But that's just my opinion. I don't know because like you think of, and I know coaches have always paid guys under the table, whatever. But it was also more dynasty focused, and building that team like dynasty and
Yeah.
winning championships and not necessarily making, millions of dollars a year and you're not even really playing good. So that's just my thought on it. But yeah,
All right, this next one. What is your thoughts on players having advisors in college?
I think you need it, especially with NIL and all that, and being able to negotiate and to well, especially too, like, I mean, I know guys like, especially in college, like you start getting looks, especially like for football or baseball, you start getting looks your freshman year.
Yeah.
So being able to communicate with teams uh and having someone to set up those meetings and be able to, steer you in the right direction, I think that's very big.
Okay, next one. Biggest topic in all of college sports, the transfer
Mm-hmm.
portal.
Mm-hmm. What about it just in general?
Yeah, what's your thoughts?
I think with NIL, I think that it's kind of a weird thing now, where guys, will leave to get paid, the bigger bucks, whatever, or put themselves in the spotlight even more. And I don't know, I think it we're in such a weird time in sports right now, like especially with all this. And like I mean you could either look at baseball where guys are making, $70 million a year in baseball, and where like 10 years ago that wasn't happening. And then you have guys in college sports, making more than doctors at 19 years old. So I mean you look at that, I don't know, but I think for guys transferring, I think there should be a which I think there might be a deadline. I don't know what it is. Is that a new rule from this year? Like guys, like
Yeah.
in football, you can't
So
transfer
in
your
foot
spring.
in football, there's only one portal now. One, you only get one.
That's right.
It goes from January 2nd to January 16th.
That's right. Okay,
Yep.
yeah. So I mean, you think about that, man. And it's like I don't know. I wish the integrity of the game was back. Like I feel like guys are going, like I said, where the dollar figure is and all that, which is fine. Hey, get your bag, whatever. But I mean, you're also trying to develop and get move on to the next level. So, but it's my thoughts with it.
Okay, so these next two are is a two-part.
Okay.
Out of your career, what season means the most to you? Out of your career, what coach means the most to you?
Mm. Okay, what season meant the most is the last one. I think being able to again live in the present and learn and to be able to grow, I think that's what shaped me. Because I mean, you look at I mean, this is my third year in pro ball, and being able to kind of reflect on like not just as an individual but as an athlete for my first season. That's it's huge, and um being able to sit here and just focus in on what happened and where I'm at now and the season that I went through now, that's really big for me. And then a coach, um, hmm, coach in pro ball or JUCO or
It can be all you've ever had.
all I've ever had.
Yeah.
Um, hmm. I'd like to say my dad on that one. I think my dad was the one who really pushed just for me to have a good work ethic and a good routine and all that. Because I mean, he played ball and all that, and being able to see him do his thing and then kind of transfer that playbook to me. That's something I'm very grateful for.
All right. Next one. What's your thoughts on how baseball is changing analytically?
Um, this is a windy road to go down if you really want to. But I think they get caught up on the wrong information. I definitely think that there's right information that could help you, especially in the minor league level. Like, I mean, we're, everywhere we look is data driven or data based. And I think it's important to pick out the certain information that would help you in your career, and to kind of stray away from the numbers that you don't really want to look at. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, they break you down from a T, and being
Yeah.
able to read all these different categories and to see all these different numbers and metrics that you don't really understand. And I think it's really easy to get caught up on that. But I think if you really hone in on the numbers that, will help you develop and get better, I think that's all that matters.
All right. Thoughts on the pitch clock?
I love it. I love it. I used to hate it, but I think it's one of those things too where you don't think, you just do. And it forces you to do that, you know. And I think it's ever since then, I think it takes the mental stress away because you're just so focused on all right, gotta get back in there. Foul one off. All right, get back in there. Let's go. Let's keep going, you know. So and then but yeah, so I love it.
All right. Okay. What advice do you have for players trying to make it to the MLB, whether it's high school, JUCO, Division One, Division Two?
I think a lot of it, you just I think being able to establish a routine and being honest with yourself. You know, I think being honest with yourself is one of the hardest things that we all have to deal with, you know, and being able to face reality and how to be better with that. Because I mean, we can all strive to be better and we're all not perfect, you know, but being able to have a strong foundation, a good work ethic, and just to be honest with yourself and what direction you need to go down.
Okay, so there's two last ones I have for you, Tayden. The first one is going to be, what is your walk-up song?
So it's switched quite a bit. So it
Uh-huh.
was "Your Love" by the Outfield.
Oh,
That
great
was
choice.
that
Great.
that was a banger. That was a good one. And then I switched it up to "Can't Tell Me Nothing" by Kanye West.
Oh, okay,
That
yeah.
was a good one. Yeah, so I did those two this past year. Yeah, I absolutely yeah. But "Your Love" that was a classic, and then kind of ran out of hits in it, so I just switched it up a little bit. But but it was good.
I got you. Okay. And then this last one that I have for you, Tayden. So, my brother is a catcher, right? And you used to be a
Okay.
catcher. So,
hmm
or well, like you're first baseman, but you can also play catcher if needed. But
I'm
like,
like a Swiss Army knife, man. I could just I
yeah.
try and do it all.
Okay. So my question for you is, what advice do you have for him trying to make it to the MLB with him being a catcher?
I think just stay in the course, man, and I think it's one of those positions too where um the older I got, how old's your brother?
Yeah, he's a junior in high school.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so I think for me, it's really and I really didn't realize this until I was probably 18. But taking pride in it, you know, and not necessarily just going back there and just catching. Like I think it's understanding that you got to build a relationship with your pitcher, you know, and being able to go back there and know exactly um how do I explain it? It's our job back there to be able to navigate the game, you know,
Yeah.
and understand the game and to be able to call certain pitches and certain counts and understand the game, you know. And it's doing that and then also like falling in love with the process of it all and understanding the sequencing and all that. And also like on the offensive side, being able to take what you know from catching and how people are pitching you and taking that to the plate, you know, to better understand like how these guys are pitching to you, you know. And then, yeah, and then like I said, like just being able to know your pitchers, you know, and take pride in that, you know, and it'll make the game so much easier having that relationship with that pitcher, you know, and understanding them. And then it just doesn't feel like you're just catching, you know, it's so much deeper than that, you know. So I think just really just falling in love and becoming obsessed with it. So,
Okay, and now I will tell you this. So it's an interesting story. My brother actually transferred he went from my hometown high school that was 4A in baseball
okay.
to Washburn Rural, which is 6A.
Okay.
So that's a new thing. So he's only been with this team for about August, September, October, 4 months.
Oh wow. How's he
Yeah.
doing?
He's doing good. Doing great.
Good. Good.
He's a lot bigger than he was before. I'll say that.
That's so
He
awesome.
yeah,
Let's go.
he looks a lot different. So I'm like,
Let's
man,
go. That's awesome, man.
that's
Yeah,
a
I think
big
just for
transition.
him, he
Yeah.
just has to stay the course, man, and like it's just falling in love and becoming obsessed, you know, with it. So and just continuing finding that fire with it. So, but that's awesome.
All right, Tayden. Well, do you have any questions for me before I let you go today, man?
No, man, I appreciate you. Thank you for having me on, man. I really appreciate it. So,
Most definitely, man. I wish you best of luck with the Brewers and looking forward to watching your career, man.
Thank you, brother. You as well, man. Best of luck with everything.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you, you too, brother.